Well, with summer coming to a pretty abrupt end, I've somehow been given the opportunity to extend it a little bit longer by coming up here to Hamilton Island, 1,100 kilometres north of Brisbane, to check out the new Hamilton Island Golf Club. It's pretty windy today, but I can tell you this place is absolutely spectacular. Well, Michael, it's called Hamilton Island Golf Club, but it's not actually on the island. Talk us through this unbelievable location.
No, that's right. That ferry trip gave it away, didn't it? But we're about a kilometre and a half away from Hamilton Island on Dent Island, which really until now was a relatively uninhabited island, although there is still a working lighthouse on the island that's been here from since about 1870.
What are the major features that you can expect when you come up here to play?
Oh, look, it's a very rugged island. It's a very elevated course. So you've got some high tees. You've got fantastic views from just about every single tee position on the course. When you imagine and when you conjure up, a golf course in this part of the world, you've got islands in the background of the Whitsundays. You've got beautiful turquoise water. This course delivers hole after hole after hole.
I think it's a tick over 6,100 metres, not that we fussed about that. It's so windy it doesn't really mean much, but it's a par 71. We only have 4 par 3s and only 3 par 5s. To find a suitable piece of land for a par 5 in this terrain is pretty difficult.
When you get to the back nine, each hole seems to be just more spectacular than the last.
Yeah, I think the momentum really starts to build in the back nine. The first nine's got some high points as well, but I think the back nine, especially from about the 11th tee, it really starts to get better. And wow, 11 sits on there's a series of holes on the ridge, 11, 12 through to 14, 15, all on the sort of main ridge. So I guess when you get to the 13th green, you think it can't get much better than this. It's 13th sits and it looks out over the whole of the Whitsundays, and then you 14, you go, wow, it's even better again.
So we're here on the 14th, one of the many signature holes here at Hamilton Island. Run us through it.
We've got a 150 metre par 3, probably the toughest par 3 on the course. You only really need to carry it 130 metres though to get it into somewhere on the grass or bunker at least. It's certainly a challenge, and we do have a drop zone the other side if you need it.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's have a go, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't seen the wind take the ball that much ever before.
You're blaming the wind. Well, you wait till you see my shot. You'll be feeling pretty good about that, I think.
Really? Okay, we're watching.
What were your primary concerns during the design? I mean, some people say, maximise the views, but the purists would say, the actual holes are the most important.
Trying to make the course playable, really. We didn't want to make it too hard. That was very much part of the brief. It must be a fun course to play. Okay, you might lose the odd ball, but it has to be a fun course to play. That was paramount in the brief. So we were trying to make landing areas receptive for golf balls and give everyone a chance to play the holes.
It's very accessible, Hamilton Island, and accessible to come here and play.
That's right, and that's the beauty of Hamilton Island. We've got our own airport on the island, so from landing to sort of having a golf club in your hand on the first tee, you can probably do it within half an hour to 40 minutes, which is probably unheard of in most destinations.
The course has only been open for about the last 6 months or so. I mean, what's the feedback been like?
Well, the feedback has been incredible. I mean, I haven't met or talked to anybody who hasn't enjoyed the golf course. Now, even if you're having a bad day at golf, it's hard not to enjoy just the beautiful surroundings and the beautiful backdrop that this golf course has.
Well, we've just seen the par 3 14th is pretty tough, but there's a good mixture of holes on there. There's 3 par 5s and a lot of par 4s, and the 15th here looks spectacular, doesn't it?
It looks spectacular, definitely. It's similar, I think, to a hole I played out in Carry Cliffs. It is rated as #1 on our scorecard, so it's going to be a challenge today with this wind.
Yeah, it's very windy out here, so I'd expect the ball perhaps to go behind me.
No. We'll get it advancing down the fairway.
All right, well, let's have a shot. Oh dear. Right in the ocean. What's your best score around this course?
Luckily, I haven't. I've only played here twice, and I haven't actually put pen to paper really yet.
You got around that one nicely. Well done.
Go.
So it's normally beautiful up here, but today a little bit windy, a little bit gusty. There's still gusts of wind flowing around now. I blame that for my terrible stroke play, but such a great challenge even when the conditions aren't great.
Yeah, we've been out here on probably the toughest day that I've been here in the last 9 months, and it's still, achievable just playing sensibly off the tee. You can play quite well around here.
Playing sensibly, I've got to remember that. Well, look, we look forward to seeing this place up in the top 100 when it does make the rankings in 2010.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be there.
It's not about coming here and, if you shoot a good score, you play really well, but it's more about enjoying the game.